Hello, welcome to CryptoBox channel. Before we proceed, please click the subscribe button and turn on your notification to receive our crypto update. So, let's discuss contract renouncement. To begin, let's start off with some basics on smart contracts. On a smart contract, once it is deployed, regardless of it being renounced or not, that contract is immutable, meaning it cannot be changed in its current form. This means that the functions available to an owner wallet are limited to the functions available on the read and write of the contract, which require the owner address. On the Shinja contract, this would include things such as changing the fees, whitelisting, blacklisting, and a few others, but they are all accessible and visible here. As it's the blockchain, you can follow every single action performed by the owner wallet as its public record on the blockchain. You can always get the owner wallet from the link above, but on the Read Contract button. With the above in mind, it should now be clear that a contract owner cannot do whatever they like with the contract. The owner can only change what exists on the contract as it stands at the point it was launched, and these functions are limited, but important to maintain good governance over things such as bad actors, competitions, events, and the like. To outline a few summary points which are benefits of contract ownership. Changing of taxes for special events, now and in the future. i.e., we would be able to create events with special tax benefits, like today, where we reduce taxes from 13% to 9% for December and January. Ability to whitelist specific addresses required by exchanges. This was a requirement, for instance, for Hotbit, without which we would not have been able to list. Ability to blacklist specific addresses, such as scammers. We have blacklisted multiple scammer addresses, which has stopped them from being able to access fund scam from our members. We have also needed this to enforce, and will continue to enforce the rules on bad actors in the private sale. Ability to move the liquidity to a new contract in the event that issues arise, or opportunities to pivot due to the old contract. Several projects have had this issue in the past and have had to start from scratch because they had renounced ownership and lost all access to their liquidity. Shinja leadership has spoken to other tokens and exchanges, and the requirement to renounce in order to list on T1 exchanges is not the case. It is a decision from each exchange, and is not a de facto requirement across the board. So, let's talk about the primary concern of an UN renounced contract: the liquidity pool. People believe that the issue with an UN renounced contract is what is normally referred to as a hard rug pull, meaning that one day the developer might pull the entire liquidity pool and disappear. How a contract with an owner solves this is by locking the liquidity pool with a third party for a period of time so that this is not possible to do. So what has Shinja done here? 1. The first address with the icon next to it is our locked liquidity. 2. Shibnobi, deployer equals developer address where auto liquidity pool is generated. The developer regularly locks this balance, depending on how much is generated. i.e., in the tokenomics, this is the percentage which automatically goes to the liquidity pool, which stabilizes our price against heavy fluctuations. 3. Other addresses our holders can add to the liquidity pool. They receive 3% earnings for doing this, which is like staking. Anyone can do this. Locked liquidity cannot be touched by the team for the set period of time, and is continuously locked over and over again. The reason this does not get locked permanently is that in the event of a problem, either at a liquidity provider or even at Shinja, remember the contract cannot be changed, so an issue found means you need to migrate to a new contract. You would want to be able to migrate that liquidity to a new liquidity pool if needs be. If it were locked permanently, or renounced, that would mean that the liquidity would be untouchable and cause massive problems for the token. Normally, in this situation, this would effectively be a death sentence to a token. So, now that you know the liquidity is locked and safe, and this is the primary reason people want to have the renouncement, let me point out that renouncing a contract does not prevent a soft rug. It's not a silver bullet, so don't think you're safe in a project just because it is renounced. Even if the ownership is renounced, nothing is stopping bad actor token developers or team members from selling their tokens, causing a soft rug pull, abandoning their community, and causing irreparable damage to the liquidity. This can happen anywhere, and is especially dangerous in tokens with a bad liquidity to market cap ratio. Shinja has a very strong ratio, which is one of its benefits. Finally, to reiterate a point I made before, Shinja is forming a real company, C Corp in the USA, to run this publicly. Cliff is fully doxed, live on AMA every day. His information is publicly available on the internet. Cliff and LC are third-party verified with KYC by KYC Castle. If any fraud were committed, their information would be released publicly and to the authorities for real-world repercussions. Multiple members of the team are on video every single day, answering questions and showing their faces to the world. We always try to answer questions and try to inform as well as possible. There is real-world accountability here. This is not some side token project pump and dump. It's a real company, creating real projects whose intention is to actually improve the industry from bad actors and crooks. I hope that helps provide more information to set you at ease. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to receive our newest updates.